Nahr al-Bed is a Palestinian refugee camp in northern Lebanon, 16 kilometers from the city of Tripoli. Some 30,000 displaced Palestinians and their descendants live in and around the camp, which was named after the river that runs south of the camp. Under the terms of the 1969 Cairo Agreement, the Lebanese army does not conventionally enter the Palestinian camps, and internal security is provided by Palestinian factions. The camp was established in December 1949 by the League of Red Cross Societies in order to accommodate the Palestinian refugees suffering from the difficult winter conditions in the Bekaa Valley and the suburbs of Tripoli. The camp was established outside any major Lebanese towns or settlements, which left Nahr al-Bed more isolated from the Lebanese society than many of the other camps in Lebanon. Despite this, due to its position on the main road to Syria and its proximity to the Syrian border, Nahr al-Bed grew to be a central commercial hub for the local Lebanese of the Akka region. Layout of the camp. Nahr al-Bed is located directly on the Mediterranean. It is made up of the official, or old, camp and the unofficial, or new, camp. The old camp is roughly 0.2 square kilometers and is under the responsibility of UNRWA. The new camp extends mainly to the north of the old camp, but also to lesser degrees to the east and south. It is less densely populated and many wealthier families have built their homes there in recent years. The camp is oblong-shaped with the main road running straight through it, and the souk running east to west. The different sectors of the camp are named after areas of what is now the Northern Galilee region: Safourieh, Sassa, Safad, etc. Other sectors are more commonly known by the origins of the families living there, e.g., the Maghrebi area, where families originally from Algeria, Tunisia or Morocco who had moved to Palestine in the 1930s now live. 2007 conflict. Late in the night of Saturday, May 19, 2007, a building was surrounded by Lebanese internal security forces in which a group of Fatah al-Islam militants accused of taking part in a bank robbery earlier that day were hiding. The ISF attacked the building early on Sunday, May 20, 2007, unleashing a day-long battle between the ISF and Fatah al-Islam militants on 200 Street, Tripoli. As a response, members of Fatah al-Islam in Nahr al-Bed camp attacked an army checkpoint, killing several soldiers in their sleep. The army immediately responded by shelling the camp. The camp became the center of the fighting between the Lebanese army and Fatah al-Islam. It sustained heavy shelling while under siege. Most of the inhabitants fled to the nearby Bedawi Palestinian refugee camp or further south to Tripoli, Beirut and Sadr. The last civilians were evacuated from the camp on Friday, August 24, 2007. The conflict between the Lebanese army and Fatah al-Islam ended on Sunday, September 2, 2007, with the Lebanese army taking full control of the camp after eliminating the remaining terrorist pockets. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency, or UNRWA, charged with the care of the Palestinians, struggled to contain the unprecedented humanitarian crisis. In the meantime, most of the displaced refugees waited in improvised shelters in Bedawi camp and elsewhere for a sustainable solution to arrive. Nahr al-Bed was also home to the largest market in northern Lebanon. Many Lebanese relied on the tax-free goods and black market prices to keep the cost of living down in a country with current inflation at 5.6%. The demise of Nahr al-Bed was a devastating blow to the local economy. The failure of the international community, and Arab states in particular, to fund an emergency humanitarian appeal for Nahr al-Bed means life for refugees living there is set to get harder.